As the executive director of the international human rights organization Amnesty International, he has spent most of his career dealing with diplomats and politicians. Now he finds himself in the business of rock music. Promoting rock concerts was probably the last thing Jack Healy thought he would be doing when he was growing up in Pittsburgh. He entered the priesthood but left at the age of 31. He felt he needed to reach far beyond his parish.
MTV is proud to present A Conspiracy of Hope, the concert event of the year.
The first tour was called Conspiracy of Hope. We had U2, The Police, Peter Gabriel, Joan Baez, Jackson Browne, Bob Dylan, and then lots of stars joined as we went along. And it established Amnesty as a household name.
This year, we are very proud to present this award to the Executive Director of Amnesty International USA, Mr. John G. Healy.
To all governments who are torturing and killing and putting innocent, decent people in jail, stop it! Stop it! And join us! I ask you to join us.
Get up, stand up, get up, stand up, stand up for your right, stand up for your right.
Jack Healy is the man behind the scenes of the most ambitious, elaborate, expensive rock tour ever launched. 5 continents, 18 cities. By the time it ends, more than 1 million people will have seen the concerts in person.
And I finally come up with a world tour. Let's tour the world, make Amnesty be perceived by government as big and powerful, and a tour would do that. So I went to see Bruce Springsteen in Madison Square Garden, and I said, I need you for 6 weeks. And he just looked up and said, okay. I was so shocked.
The world has changed inch by inch, letter by letter, day by day, by average people using their freedom to work for the freedom of others.
Jack Healy and his staff compile a carefully documented, non-partisan record of mass arrests, illegal imprisonment, kidnapping, torture, and political murder. And Amnesty is credited with freeing up to 1,000 prisoners of conscience every year.
Tonight we are celebrating improvements in human rights here in Chile. But let us remember that much more needs to be done.
When Chile won the free election and Pinochet was voted out, the Chile Amnesty asked me to come down and do a concert there. I called Sting and said, we have to go rebaptize that stadium where all those people were killed. So Sting agreed to play it, and we put together 2 days of concert in Santiago. It was about 100,000, 120,000, huge soccer stadium. It's a monster stadium. Sting said, you want to do something more for human rights? So Sting, with his brilliance, he wrote They Dance Alone, which is about women whose husbands were disappeared in Chile by Pinochet. Sting was the closing because They Dance Alone was a song all built to They Dance Alone. And then the women whose husbands were disappeared came out on the stage. The whole stadium was weeping, crying. And in Chile, the young people had to learn in 2 days of a concert what happened to their country for the last 16 years.
Today is December 7th, 1998, and in 3 days it's going to be the 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Human Rights. We've got a couple folks here that are involved in a very large celebration that's going to be happening worldwide to celebrate the 50th anniversary. We have Perry Farrell and Jack Healy, former head of Amnesty International.
We believe, we human rights people, is that music is the magical newspaper. Governments can't stop it. And when you hear music, you make your own democratic, free decision about what it means to you. And that's the best of democracy and freedom. It's inside the soul, it's inside the mind.
And love is not easy.
1962, I was at Catholic University, a student. And Dr. King was moving forward in the civil rights movement, and we helped him. We seminarians, a lot of us, tons of us. And we noticed that he used the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. In other words, it wasn't just him speaking, he was addressing a document. And when you have documents, agreed upon documents, that's where real power comes from. Eleanor Roosevelt saw that. And in 1948, she passed with a lot of help from around the world, she passed the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It's 30 articles to protect the citizens of the world. It gives you the right to organize, the right to religion, the right to free speech. And to my mind, it sets a plan and a vision, and the government should get with it, including the United States government, that have long neglected it.
Why is an army of 400,000 soldiers so afraid of one woman? Is it because she might bring freedom of choice? In 1990, the Burmese people democratically voted for Aung San Suu Kyi to lead their country. She is now under house arrest.
We're trying to build a public relations platform for her so she becomes the Mandela of Asia, so that everybody in the world knows her and she becomes a symbol of hope for the rest of the world. You've got to learn to defend yourself and believe in yourself enough not to get pushed around. Courage is what the great things of the world, that's where the great things happen, with courage. Nothing happens from fear.